Hey folks, how's it going? Welcome to this 60,000 subscriber live stream. Yeah, thanks for everyone for subscribing. This is pretty momentous, I suppose. 60,000 subscribers is a big deal. The whole thing with this is I did buy this off of eBay. I've got hopefully it's going to be a fairly sort of special, hang on, a fairly special build really. This is so if I switch cameras, we've got this, we've got this brick 122. I can remember this being in my collection for quite a while now, so it's been hanging around, but finally I decided, I thought I'd see which set it was from and just go get the set. So hopefully this is what I think it is, and if it is the Lego set 122, then we'll be building a train, but we'll see that. So I'll just say hi to people in the chat. So Love Games and Momo, hey, how's it going? And Brick Hive, if you're still here, then yeah, cool, welcome. So let's go opening this up. I did look at this on Bricklink and also, and yeah, I went for the cheaper option on eBay, so we'll see how what we've got. Hoping all the sound's working and everything like that. I don't know what state this is going to be in, so it could need a bit of a clean, but I'll build it anyway. Came with some extras, not just this train set. It looks pretty, I don't think I need to build it actually. Oh well, that's something. We'll have a look at what we got anyway. Probably going to need a bit of a clean by the looks of it anyway. So some of this stuff wasn't actually in the 122 train set. There were some extra parts. Suppose this is the difference between ordering from, well, Bricklink and ordering from eBay. I'll just open up all these packages and everything like that. Hey Bricks, how's it going? Alright, good to see you. There's some extra bits, but we'll take this apart. Like I said just at the intro, I had this brick, which is this 122 brick, sort of hanging around in my collection for years and years and years, and never had it running in a train. I know when I was a lot younger, we did have a motor and we had a battery box that was like the old 4.5 volt battery box, but never had it. And there were some extra bits in this set, but we'll go through it once I've unpacked everything. I think that goes on the back there. It looks original, but it looks like it needs a really good wash as well. Some of this stuff is pretty, well, it's not great, but it also came with track, which the original set did not come with track, so that's interesting. So there's loads of this blue track here, which is the older original stuff, and it's got the blue, not the blue, the white. Wow, this is, yeah, some of this looks like really old, original, different stuff. It's got the Lego branding on it, so it is genuine Lego. It just doesn't look like Lego, which is pretty cool. Oh wow, lots of people. Here we good. Yeah, Bricks, I'm good. Thank you very much. It's been a long week this week, that's why there was no video this week. But fortunately, we hit 60,000 subscribers, so I could do a live stream. I was gonna think about doing this last week, but the subscriber numbers were going up so slowly that I wanted to make sure we're definitely over 60,000 subscribers. Right, so that's the track that this came with, and let's see where have I put everything. Right, now for the actual engine. I thought this was going to be a live build. Sorry, I didn't open it beforehand, so it doesn't look like a live build, but this could be the shortest live build since they've already built it. But this does actually look like it is what it said it was going to be, which is pretty cool. That is exactly how it looks on the instructions. I can show you the instructions. I brought up the instructions on my iPad, so there's like 5 steps in the instructions to build this thing. So and I have got some batteries for this. I hope I got the right batteries. It's C batteries. Oh look, okay, so right, that's crafty, that's really annoying. Right, so this is the train that I got, and it's a battery 4.5 volt, but they don't have these bricks. So it is the train, but they've just built the train out of parts and put it together, and it looks like original bits because they are pretty old, but they didn't bother putting those bricks in. So that's it's an eBay thing, I guess, but fair enough. It looks like the motor is original. I mean, the motor has to be original. That's a 4.5 volt motor. The tyres are in pretty good condition by the looks of it. And this is the battery box. It's got a red and a red. Okay, red and blue, doesn't it? So they join together like so. So the train itself looks pretty good. So I just say hi to people in the chat. So TJ-Bricks, hello. DJ KX, hey, how's it going? Mr. Beast 699. Daniel Contreras, hey, how's it going? And Galagade, nice one. Good to see everyone in. I've got to work out how to open this up because I can't quite remember. I know it's the last thing I want to do is, oh no, it just pulls apart. There we go. And it's 3 C batteries, so I'll switch here again. So that's the battery box, and it's 3 C batteries. So fortunately I did buy C batteries beforehand. We'll see if this is working. If it's only the one, this little brick with the 122 on it, then I need to get that off of Bricklink, I suppose, just to complete it. It does look pretty genuine on the parts. There are some really odd parts, but I think it must just be someone just putting random stuff together. The good thing is there's no corrosion on this. Oh, there's a little bit. It looks like someone's left the batteries in a little bit long, but it looks pretty good condition, to be honest. So I'll put in the batteries and see if we can get, if it is actually going to work. I think, yeah, this one goes in that way. Okay, TJ-Bricks is just asking what train it is. So it is Lego set 122, which is from 1969, so it's a 50-year-old set. I don't think this is an actual set, but it's certainly been put together by pretty genuine parts anyway. The only bits that it's missing is the 122 sort of gold embossed, not gold embossed, it's not gold, but it's printed pieces that just go on the side. So I just need another one because I've already got one of them, because this was hanging about in my collection for many years. So we'll plug this in. I don't know which way around it goes. I don't know if it actually matters. Blue and blue. Oh, I'll leave it at neutral because there's a neutral bit. Let's put that on top. So this is the newest train in my collection, and it's 50 years old, so that's pretty cool. We'll see if this works. Oh my word! That doesn't sound like the healthiest motor in the world, but if you can hear that, hang on. I might need to do some maintenance on that just to check out the health of it. I'm not sure. I think it's pretty easy to open these things up actually. Back in the day they kind of were made for, so you could put spares in them, I think, and everything like that, and people just assumed that you would do something like that and put maintenance on it just because of the way it was. But it's working, so the battery box is good, the motor's good, the tyres look in excellent condition actually. They look like new, really. So have a look. There we go, a 50-year-old motor and battery box, possibly. At one point we'll see what we can pull with that thing. I'll get the instructions up on here. This is the instructions are pretty straightforward, I think, judging from this. I don't think there's any copyright issues now due to the fact that it's 50 years old, but it looks pretty good. The only thing that is missing, of course, is just the 122 brick, but yeah. Okay, so we'll just check for this. Okay, you put on sub 2. Oh, Sheep Boy. Okay. Hey, Sheep Boy. Yeah, okay. Congratulations. Okay. All right, Sheep Boy. Sub 2 is actually against the EULA, I think, end user license agreement for YouTube. So if you get found out for saying sub and stuff like that, A, you don't really get the subscribers that are interested in your channel, and secondly, YouTube can give you a strike for that. So never a good idea for sub. You're better off just growing your audience. You're better off having people who actually want to watch your channel and get engaged in your channel in order to build it, because then you've got genuine subscribers. That's my viewpoint. So yeah, just work hard at your channel and yeah, build it and they will come. One extra thing that this has come with, actually, I was on the second camera there, sorry about that, but so one extra thing that this has come is is another truck. So this truck and this minifigure. We look here, the minifigure's sort of the old one. I can't remember, I looked up the age of this, of these sorts of minifigures, but they're the ones that preceded the modern minifigure that we have. We have the truck that he's driving there. I imagine he's probably just got his hands in his pockets because he's got fed up of trying to work out how to get into his truck to drive it. But it's a bit messy, so that's going to need a bit of a clean. But it's a nice little, wow, nice little original bit, and it's an extra on top of this set 122, which is missing the all-important printed pieces, but I'll get those off of Bricklink at some point. But yeah, not much of a live build. I did label this as a live build. I wasn't really sure what I was going to get. I was thinking I could possibly open it and it could be sort of like something else. The guy who was listing it was also listing sort of like the blue. There's an even older train than this. This is sort of like 120 or something, and it's got blue motors and everything like that. But I think I have possibly another set. We could just do a small teeny tiny live build, and I don't have it anywhere near me, or do I? That's a good question. I just can't reach it. So hang on. If we go around here, this is the professional live stream of a DunksterBricks live stream here. Right, I'll give you the choice of which ones you want me to build. It's one or the other. One's going to be longer than the other one, of course. So I have these two sets. I've managed to get this out of, if you're in the UK, Tesco at the moment are doing this for like a third off. Or I've got this, which is a small off-roader with a canoe and everything like that. So if you want me to build those, just speak up. Otherwise, we'll just talk about the train and the channel. So Who's Your Bricks? Hey, Who's Your Bricks? How's it going? Good to see you on it. So the city one. This one? Okay. We're going for the city one? Nice. First vote for that. Anyone else? Nope. Okay. I think Andy Seston has it. We'll go for the city one. Yeah, I have the Hulkbuster version of sort of the Marvel one, but that's still in its box as well. So we'll go for this, a small build. But the little truck is kind of like a nice addition. It was like the actual train, the 122 train was like a third less than Bricklink, or at least when I'm looking at Bricklink most of the time now, I'm looking at UK stores just due to the postage and everything, and the way everything's going financially for the pound. It's, but yeah. So I'll have to try and find another 122 brick just to complete the train, so it has actually got the proper ones, and I think, well, we'll see. I'm sure someone out there is selling one of the original pieces. But the instructions, I did look up the instructions for the 122 just in case I needed to build it, and yeah, it's like 5 steps for the entire thing. But for those of you who are actually just arrived, I will show you that the 122 train does actually work, which is kind of cool. So I think, is it that way? No, oh no, it stopped working. Just as he says that, it stops working. Oh no. If you watch the beginning of the stream, you'll see that it did actually work, but it stopped. Oh well. I'll have to open up the motor and see. Oh well, that's okay. So it did work briefly, and now it stopped. I think this comes off. Oh, let's see. Any excuse to take something apart, isn't it? This is going to fall apart completely. That's all that happened. So that's the these came with lots of different places to put. I remember this now because we used to have one when I was a kid. There's sort of like multiple places you can put the inputs. So we'll try the input in here, see what happens. No, that has died completely now. So it was working, it worked briefly. I will have a look, I will try and find either a replacement or just crack it open and see if there's a way of doing it. Bricksale may have some advice. Oh, no, it's back to life again. Okay, so that could just be a short, that could just be some sort of a connectivity issue. Yeah, that's definitely alive, isn't it? Oh well. So it did die, and now it's back to life again. That's crazy. I'll take that apart later and, well, have a look inside. Give it a health check. My word. So yeah, this is set 122. I think it's been put together by sort of like old parts rather than it being an original set, just due to the fact that it's missing the little printed 122. But hey, it is working just about on and off, but for a 50-year-old set, that's kind of cool, isn't it? So right, anyway, we get on with the city set. So Mr. Beats 6000 says, I recently purchased an Emerald Knight. The Emerald Knight is a really, really nice model. A really, really good looking steam train. At some point one day in the distant future, hopefully I'll have all mine running again, but I've got space issues. There will be a video next week of the train station and a bit more hauly stuff. Give you a quick look at everything over there. That's the station at the moment. I have been working on it, but for the moment it's yeah. I've got some time-lapse stuff because it's mandatory to have a time-lapse in one of my videos, but yeah, I've got some other hauls. I did some more Bricklink stuff, more Bricklink ordering this week, and there's more parts, more 16x16 plates. I seem to be going through 16x16 plates like crazy, so we'll see how far I get with Dunkton. It is definitely moving to mills is certainly a very expensive venture, I think, so. Okay, Obrick says he also has a battery, sort of like the battery box like mine, and it works from time to time sometimes. So yeah, you don't know when it's going to work. Okay, so it could just be the age thing. I can remember the sort of cables and everything from when I was a kid, but I think I don't know. I know my brother still has the old Lego box, like a big Lego box. A lot of our old childhood Lego was either sold or given away at one point, but I don't know if I can't remember if I saw the old motor down there when I was there last. I'm not sure. But So maybe I have a spare motor somewhere. Who knows? Let's see. Okay, so this set, due to the fact that I didn't have to build the train, and the train wouldn't have actually taken that long anyway, I'm just building the small set, which is 60240, which is sort of the kayak adventure 4x4 set. There's probably an official name for it, but it's just a cool little set, and it will go in my, well, hopefully once eventually I build a little funny treehouse village, it'll fit in that, and it'll all match. The kayak's a bit of a clue as to what I'm putting in it. Hopefully, anyway. Yeah. It's all in the future. At the moment, I'm busy with lots of things, and work is pretty intense at the moment, but it's fun for sure. Right, let's build the camera. Try and keep an eye on the chat while I'm doing this as well. I think. Ooh. Oh, the motor. Okay, so the motor works from time to time. Oh, yeah, I'll have to open it up a little bit. I think from memory, I think it's not too difficult to just open them up and have a look. There might be either a loose connection, or maybe, who knows, something could need a bit of a clean up. But it didn't sound the healthiest when it's running. It's very, very noisy indeed. So it sounds like something's certainly. Let's see if I can. Let's plug this in again. Yeah, that doesn't sound good at all. So I will give it a bit of TLC probably later on today. Just have to unscrew it. I'm going to see how it goes. So yeah, DunksterBricks, yeah, the pound is not doing well against anything at the moment. So I think it's pretty much the same as sort of, yeah, it's pretty much the same value as the euro now, whereas before it wouldn't have been. But of course, postage is pretty expensive coming from the continent, and well, it could get even worse soon. So it could get really expensive just bringing in things. But we will see. We will see what happens. Right. So for a train this size, in 1969, if you bought it, you'd have like 5 stages. I'm already on stage 5, and all I've built is this so far. So that's the difference between old instructions and new instructions. They just kind of like assumed you'd know how to put stuff together. So. Yeah, the old classic Lego, actually. So Andy Seston says, yeah, you can't beat the old classic Lego. It is pretty amazing how things have changed, obviously, but the old Lego, the way it was very blocky. It wasn't, you know, you kind of, your imagination, or I suppose your imagination filled in the blanks when it came to playing with stuff. You knew it was a train, it looked like a train. But now, obviously, the detail of some of the model trains, well, not that Lego do, but people produce, is pretty spectacular, isn't it? So yeah, thank you for joining this 60,000 subscriber special. It is pretty amazing how, well, it's what is it, 5? I can't add up now, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's been an interesting journey on YouTube. I'm not sure if these new changes are going to really affect me at all. The ones with I don't think, it's really odd being a Lego YouTuber, because there's lots of us and we're just here to share a hobby, I suppose, and some of us have been fortunate enough to have videos that have taken off, but at the end of the day we were just here to share a hobby. So I'm not sure how that's going to affect us in the future, but we'll see. Okay, I know Bricksar's done a few videos on it, and certain video titles are changing on other channels as well, just when they do even reviews and everything, they have to word it differently. But this is just a live stream building things. There are some of the smaller sets. I can remember when I was a lot younger, and it was when I was a lot younger, and I can remember these size sets were just brilliant. I mean, obviously I didn't have enough money to buy the huge sets, so the sort of the pocket money small sets were just great. So how long have I been on live stream? That was it 20? Oh my goodness, I should know this, really, shouldn't I? This is terrible. Right, when did I start? Let's go to the about. I need to go to my homepage and go to the about thing. Oh my word. About. Apparently, well, yeah, I thought it was, I would have said 2016, but that was not long ago. So, yeah, so it was May 31st, 2015. So it's over 4 years now. So 4 years to get to 60,000 subscribers. I think the subscriber numbers at the moment seem to be changing. I seem to be losing a lot and gaining just enough to stay in the positive. So obviously not making videos for about, well, very few videos over the last year has been, I suppose I've got lots of subscribers that have watched some videos but not used to the newer content. So then my beautiful face appears on a video and they go, no, I will go and unsubscribe and watch something else. So Sheepboy25262, what YouTubers are you friends with? So, well, last year I managed to get to Philly Brickfest and I met Bricksar. It's kind of different, I suppose, if you're, it's not friends, but yeah, you know other YouTubers and you have stuff in common just because you're doing the same similar sort of stuff. But I managed to get to meet Bricksar, which was amazing. I got to meet Who's Your Bricks, all of those guys. Who else did I meet when I was over there? Oh my goodness, my mind's gone blank. Bricksmith. Yeah, my mind's gone completely blank now. But I got to meet quite a few YouTubers over there, and it was yeah, it was just fantastic when I was over in Philly Brickfest. I think Bricksar was the pinnacle of it. Oh, I got to meet some of the Brick Model Railroader guys as well. If you've ever seen Penlug, their layouts, they appear on lots of different videos on the internet. But yeah, the Penlug layout is pretty amazing, so I got to see that. So that was all really amazing. Okay. Yeah. So I don't think I'll ever make it back to, well, I don't know, we'll see if I make it back to Philly Brickfest. I'm glad I made it when I did though, for sure, because I don't think I'll be able to make it anytime soon in the future. So it was just about the right timing. Unfortunately, Bricksar was there and I got to meet up with him. I followed him. I mean, I'd started making videos because I saw Bricksar's stuff and I wanted to share sort of, well, I suppose some of the older Lego sets. If you go back to the earlier Lego, the earlier videos that I've made, then you'll see, the quality is pretty terrible because it was all done on, I think, an iPhone 5 and there was no microphones or anything like that. Sound quality was something I wrestled with a lot in the early days, but yeah, I just started just to share videos really with, I suppose Bricksar was the main one because he was making reviews of really old classic sets at the time, castle sets, which a lot of us, I think, really have a soft spot for the original classic castle. I suppose it doesn't make money anymore, so Lego don't do it as much. It's a shame. Okay, let's put these stickers on. Someone's gonna moan at me for doing it wrong. I know people use the brick separators for putting stickers on. I don't. I'm a terrible person. So I'm making this little pickup. Yeah, but getting to 60,000 subscribers is pretty amazing, I think. Whether YouTube's going to be here around long enough, or whether it's going to be around long enough in the sort of this kind of format very much longer in order to allow me to get to 100,000 subscribers, I don't know, but it would be a long time, I think, before I hit 100,000 subscribers. But we'll see. Blockhead UK, hey, how's it going? Thank you very much. Oh. I do like these mud guards. I suppose I must have seen them at some point in other sets, but they're really good. I kind of like them for, well, they look, I suppose they're going to work better with the really chunky tyres. This is a very cool little set. So yeah, I was saying earlier that I just haven't managed to make a video for this week. There will hopefully be one next week. I've got yeah, I've got some time-lapse stuff, so I have been working on the train station, and then I made some bricklink orders as well. So I want to do some more building on the station, but that will come next week, I think. Work is extremely busy at the moment. I have other things that need my attention, unfortunately, but I will do my best to make videos. It's more a case of, I guess, building and ordering from Bricklink is one thing, but actually filming what you're doing is the thing that takes the extra time. Oh, I always put the wheels on too soon. Oh well. Okay. That goes on there. Oh, yeah. Move that out of the way. There we go. So we have this small adventure set, which wasn't the whole point of the live build, but a live build it is. So there we go. And then the original set, which was already built when I took it out of the box, is this, which is set 122 from 1969, which is a 50-year-old train set. Now the thing is it didn't come with these, which is the small printed piece. I have one. I will try and find another one from Bricklink and order it, and then it will be complete. The motor is kind of working. Let's try it again. It's the noise. So the motor does work at the moment. I think I'm going to take it apart and give it a bit of TLC, just to make sure it's going to work properly in the future and keep it healthy. But there we go, another train, and that is now the oldest train I have in my collection. And the reason I bought this is because when I was a kid, we had a battery box, we had the motor, and we had these 122 pieces sitting about, but I guess I never knew it was, I figured it must be part of the train due to the fact that we had lots of blue track kicking about, and yeah, but I never had, I'd never seen the train fully built, I don't think. We have got, but he's given me a figure of 8 set of track as well, original blue stuff, from the era as well, so it fits everything like that, which is pretty impressive, and it was like a third cheaper than Bricklink. So if I go and find one of these 122 bricks, then that will make it complete. One thing that's pretty cool from this though, and it is Lego stamped, these are the sleepers. They were white sleepers, but if you look at the back, completely different back. Hopefully the webcam can pick that up, but it doesn't look like Lego, but yet it has got Lego printed on the studs, so that is completely different. I think that's the only piece that I've got like that. Yeah, so if anyone knows about a different backing like that and seen it, then that's pretty cool, but totally different to the norm. There you go, 50-year-old train set with track, and I'm assuming it's a figure of 8. Also came with this truck, which is not part of, which is a different set altogether. I think this is sort of like, I checked the price of even this, but it's not worth much at all. It needs a bit of a clean, and we get a minifig, which is the old style minifig, and he's got his hands in his pockets because he just can't work out how to get into his truck, I'm assuming. There's no doors, no real space for him. But yeah, that's how Lego looked way back when. Excuse me. So there you go. I've got a bit of a cold at the moment, so before I start coughing into the microphone and deafening everyone, yeah, not bad. Waffle plates, yeah. Blockhead UK, yeah, it is. It's oh, carriage of no return, yes! He made it, he made it. I gave him advance warning for this kind of last week just to make sure he was there, because every time I do a live stream he misses it. And carriage of no return has been one of my longest subscribers in the whole channel, so and every time he misses it. But yes, welcome carriage of no return. In that case, I'm going to go through this again, this 122 engine. So I bought this off of eBay. I unboxed it. I was going to do a live build of it. It was already built, which is okay. The guy obviously just built it and then took a picture of it, but it didn't come with this, which is the 122 brick. So I need to find another one of those off of Bricklink just to complete it. So I'll show you this. There we go. So from 1969, it looks pretty original actually. All the pieces look fairly original. Some of them might, I guess, I'm assuming some of them might not be actually. I'll have to check. I think it's just someone's just put the set together, which I can appreciate, I suppose. I'm not that fussed about getting the original parts. Some of them are, I think, possibly. Well, I'll have to check, but it looks pretty good. And the motor works as well. So there you go. And I got loads of blue track with it as well, including, where is it? Where's the waffle piece? Including one with an odd back there, which is the waffle piece. So there you go. 50-year-old train, which is now the oldest. Train in my collection, or some of it is anyway. The motor and the battery box have to be original because they don't make them anymore at all. So yeah, and the batteries aren't original. I bought those new. That would be terrible. The magnets are original. I can remember having some of these when I was a lot younger. And the tyres, which they used to have tyres, are in pretty good condition actually. So that's extremely good, but the motor is making a bit of a noise, a bit noisy, so yeah. Yeah, so Carriage of No Return is just saying he used to have the blue track as well. So yeah, we had loads of this stuff in a collection at home. And one thing I've completely forgotten is you have two, because they're not, here we go, I'll put some together. Because they're not like the newer track, which is sort of the power function stuff, you had to put them together, and the inside curve is smaller than the outside curve, and the inside curve is smooth on top, and the outside curve is sort of not serrated, but I suppose serrated is the right word, but it's grippy, so you can do that with it. So if I put some of this stuff in, let's keep going and get this built and get the waffle piece in. Some of this needs a bit of a wash, it needs a bit of a clean. But I think it's pretty amazing that this channel has got to 60,000 subscribers now. So there we have, and it's got a crossroad as well, so I've got a figure of 8 potentially here. and once it's all up and running, I'll be able to get it running through the new Dunkton station as well, which would be pretty cool. But yeah, I had a bunch of this stuff as well in my collection when I was a child, and I mean, my brother's not old enough for this to be for a 50-year-old engine, but maybe it's quite possible my dad maybe bought it early before anything. He was a railway enthusiast, a model railway enthusiast as well. So we'll see it. Oh, let's see it run. So there you go, it's running on the track. Oh, here we go, give a close up. Which way? I can't remember. Yeah. There you go. Before the days of Bluetooth and infrared and 9 volt, 12 volt, everything, it's just 3C batteries in there. It's fantastic, isn't it? So, hey, Bricksmith, hello, how's it going? Pink Bucket Nation, if you want to see some really cool things that Bricksmith gets up to, then check out his channel as well. So yeah, this is, so I think, unless anyone has any more questions and stuff, I think that's the end of the stream really. I think that's me for now. Just for those of you who've come in just now, I will go over what I've got, what I bought. This was an eBay listing I got. I did check this out. Basically, the story behind it is, so I have this 122 brick, if I can get the light on it. There we go. And it's been sitting about in my collection for quite a while. I can remember it being in the Lego box when I was very young. So I thought I'd check out what it said it belonged to, and it belonged to a train. I figured it belonged to a train because we had a motor and we had a battery box when I was younger, but we didn't have it. I don't think I'd ever seen it built. We had lots of track and everything, but well, not lots of track, enough track to make an oval. So I thought I'd buy this just as a and the 60,000 subscriber I don't know, mark was a good excuse just to buy another train. So now I have a 50-year-old train in my collection, which is Lego, and it also came, which isn't in the 122 set, this little truck which needs a bit of a wash, and it came with an old-fashioned minifigure, the kind where his hands are in his pocket because he can't work out how to get in his truck because there's no doors and it's not big enough. But yeah, there you go. And then as a live build, I just built this, which is the 4x4 with the kayak, which is a pretty cool little Lego set from the City line. So Almighty Iron, hey, how's it going? Everyone's piling in now. This is really cool. So there you go. So Iron, there we go. I've got my 50-year-old train now, so my collection is building up. I still don't have any 12 volt or 9 volt stuff. I'm going to send this backwards, aren't I? Yeah, is that? No, there we go. The motor sounds really unhealthy, actually. I should. There you go. I need to try and work out how to get Arduino controllers in it and get it working like that. I don't think that would work somehow, but there you go. So, yeah. So thank you for piling into the 60,000 subscriber live stream. It's been, yeah, YouTube's an interesting place to be. We'll see where it goes in the future and whether I manage to get to anywhere near 100,000 subscribers. We'll see. The train station is going to be coming along. I will continue by building that. I've got some bricklink orders and everything that I made purchases with. Bricklink orders that I made purchases of, so I've got some more stuff to build. It will be slow going. I'm not going to say anything else. There are some busy times ahead for me. My job changed recently, and that's pretty intense at the moment. I've got lots of stuff to do there, and family life is certainly developing at a very fast rate. But yeah, thank you. Carriage of Nerves. Yeah, I think I made in the update. I kind of made a announcement about the Dunkster baby, but yeah, in a few months' time, it's looking like there will be a Dunkster baby arriving. So I will be even more tired than I am at the moment, probably. But we'll see how that goes. It's going to be good adventure. Yeah, but thank you very much for for all the congratulations on that, for all the people that know about that. So yeah, it's all coming together really. So hopefully I can keep it going. The Lego room, yeah, I don't know how to fit everything into the house really. So that's going to be a challenge in itself. I've got half the room that I used to use for the Lego room. Hopefully I can find a place where I'm building sort of on the Mills plates. I'll give everyone a view of just so this is the Lego area now. It's gone from sort of like the entire room just to that bit. The station is coming along. There will be an update video on that. I have got another building to build on that as well. Yeah, things are coming together, and it's going to be pretty cool. A lot more detailed than the stuff I was building before. And once I've done Dunkton Station, then I can move on to some landscaping stuff and some other things. I need to work out how to store the Mills plates that I'm building though. So it's all about space. It's all about space. It's just Lego takes so much space, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, on White Yargin, yeah. I was kind of buying Duplo anyway, just because some of the sets look pretty cool anyway. But but obviously, you know, looking in the future, could make use of it in multiple ways. I still want to get the Duplo cargo train at the moment. That looks really cool, actually. So I'll need to try and get that. Yeah, and the Disney train as well. I'm not sure whether I will get the Disney train. It's pretty heavy price tag, isn't it? So, but we'll see. But things are going pretty well. So let's see. I'll go through the chat and see who else is about. So we've got Gallagade, Bricksmith. We've got Skelly Cat. Hey, how's it going? Blockhead UK. Anyone else? Obricks. Sheepboy 25262. And Andy Seston. Okay, oh, Andy Seston, he asked earlier, how hard is it to work YouTube around home and work life? So at the moment, it's pretty difficult. It's pretty busy, really, and it's not. So Lego is straightforward enough because you can just buy it, build it, and then do it. But in order to share it with other people, which is why I have a YouTube channel, is you have to film it and then you have to edit it, and it's just getting to the point where, yeah, finding the time to edit it and film it. I suppose it's well, filming is one thing. Well, if it's a time lapse, it's pretty easy. You just set up the camera and you build, and you just got to remember to check that the batteries aren't running out and to move the camera around enough so it's interesting enough. But other things like filming to camera and everything like that, you've got to make sure the lights are set up and you've got cameras. And I use 2 cameras normally for just sort of so I don't have jump cuts and things like that, so I can cut to a camera B, and then you've got your B-roll to film and everything like that. So it takes a bit of a time. I do my videos in a certain way though. I know other YouTubers don't, but yeah, I'm a bit of I'm an IT guy, and I kind of like to do things a certain way, I suppose, but it's just me really. So at the moment I'm managing to get back into it. Obviously I've made a few videos over the past few weeks, so hopefully that continues. I will do my best to anyway. So yeah, but we'll see how it goes. Big videos and everything like that, I'll have to make time for that in order to, well, show off the stuff that I'm building and to be able to build the track setups as well. So if I can include a track setup with the new station and with some other stuff from Mills plates, then that'd be really good. We'll look at how that's going to happen though, because obviously it's not just me in a house anymore, able to move everything around. It's me in a family home. So well, we'll see how it goes. But so Bricksmith says just well, there's your problem, stop editing. Yeah, I know. I used to watch videos when I was watching sort of Bricksar and stuff like that, and he just used to do it in one take on a phone. It used to be fine, and then I'd do it and it would just be horrific. So no, editing is the way forward. Otherwise a 5-minute video ends up turning into sort of like 2 hours. It's not good. It's not pretty at all. So yeah, so Almighty Iron, I would totally be up for that. I did actually, for those of you who don't know, I did live in the Netherlands for a while when I was much younger, and I absolutely loved it there. So although my Nederlands is een beetje slecht, So it's been a while since I spoke, and I've forgotten a lot of the vocabulary. But that would be yeah, that would be pretty phenomenal. I don't know how we do the logistics for that, but yeah, if you want to do that, I would be fully up for that completely. So so I just read that Disney train or nappies. Yeah, I know. I need to. Fortunately, I have a bit of a YouTube budget that I keep aside, so we'll see how it goes. I was tempted just to go and got the Disney train this weekend, but I'd obviously bought loads of Bricklink stuff, and I bought this train, which was specifically for this live stream. So I wanted to make sure. Well, I've got to budget carefully for sure, that's for certain. Oh my, yeah. Hoi, hoe is het met jou? Ja. Goed zo. Ik can just about say the G. Yeah. But okay, we will make a plan then. Indeed, we can definitely try and make a plan for sure. So yeah, the Disney on nappies. It's going to be really interesting having a child. Yes. I don't know how I'm gonna. Man, I suppose you just work it out as it goes. But yeah, it's going to be an interesting time for sure. And the Duplay won't be able to get played with for a few years anyway. So I'll have to test it out for various different purposes and quality control and everything like that. So we'll see. But yeah, I think that's it for now. It's almost an hour's live stream, man. An hour of me talking complete nonsense. So I'll just quickly go over the stuff again. The 50-year-old train, the 122. This is an old 4.5 volt train, and it has got a motor that works. It's a bit noisy, but these things have real power, and because of the tyres and the serrated things, I imagine this could probably pull quite a lot. And if I had time, I would put a video together and well, I suppose we could see how much it could pull. I need to do some work on that motor because it really doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound healthy at all, but we'll see. But yeah, but to everyone, excuse me, but to everyone who has joined this stream, then thank you very much. 60,000 subscribers is pretty amazing. It's been really fun actually getting to 60,000 subscribers. Some of it seems like, I suppose, making videos and everything sometimes can be, it seems a bit funny, but a bit of a chore, just the amount of work and effort. And some videos get loads of views and some videos don't get many views, but yeah, getting to 60,000 subscribers, you just it's pretty cool. I don't know, when I started, 60,000 subscribers seemed like an impossible number to get to, so actually getting here and managing, well, and people subscribing in the first place, it's only because people actually want to subscribe and think it's worth subscribing to the channel. So yeah, thank you very much. So okay, so now it's become a thing, the collab between Almighty Eye and yeah, well, trip to the Netherlands could be pretty cool, I reckon. So we'll so Caligager says an advice for new dad and mum is sleep when the baby is sleeping. So that would be good advice. Yes, I will certainly take that on board. If I can take naps, then that'll be a good thing. So so, yeah, Carriage of No Return is definitely going to remind me that I've agreed to a collab with Almighty Eye, and that'd be pretty cool. We will have to work out something now. That's good. I will find a way of doing that for sure. So but yeah, right, so I'm going to sign off now. Thank you everyone for joining the live stream. I've got some blue track. I'll probably I should put down an edited video of just this set 122. I will have to go to Bricklink and get the little gold embossed kind of printed piece for 122 just to complete it. But yeah, the motor works, the battery box works, the wires work, everything works. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, and it was a little bit cheaper than Bricklink. It was a bit of a risk, but seems to have paid off. So yeah, Okay, well, and yeah, I suppose we'll find a way of contacting Almighty Eye and Carriage of No Return will certainly push us into some sort of collab, so that'd be good fun. But yeah, cool. Andy Seston, yes, I will make sure I get a video up this week that's kind of it's going to be station. It's going to be focused on the station. This week I was working, I did 3 nights in a row. I worked my normal day and then had to do some stuff during the night just due to the way it worked out. So it was a pretty long week and I just didn't get the time to film any of the sort of talking to camera stuff and the normal stuff I did and editing and things like that. But like Brickman-Smith says, I should just try and not edit and just put videos out there. So Daniel Contreras, favourite Lego train. My favourite Lego train is by far the blue cargo train, which is 60052. It's not everyone's favourite. I know I watched Bricksile recently with his, he's got box sets and he was like, yeah, blue cargo train, yeah, I think it's a bit silly personally, and it's funny how you can different people like different sets. I mean, obviously the Emerald Knight's amazing, Mask train is pretty amazing, but the 60052 for me, just because I've made so many videos with it, and it's like the workhorse. My particular model that I use with 2 engines and everything like that, or 2 motors rather, it can take everything in its stride. It just goes over hills, it doesn't derail much, it's just a really good engine, and I try not to touch it that much, so that, or at least I don't modify it anymore, because I want to make sure that it can still do what it needs to do. So it's really good. So 60052, and I do think the actual playset, it was pretty good, and it comes with a cowl, so what more could you want? But yeah, I will so I will now sign off, and thank you once again for joining this live stream. It's been fantastic. So yeah. Oh yes, the yeah, the hiking up the mountain. Yeah, I've seen the yeah, snow-covered stuff. Yeah, I could just carry this stuff really, couldn't I? I think that would work. I would probably be way behind him down the mountain, trying to struggle up the mountain, but yeah, it would be good fun. But yes, so there you go, you heard it here first. Almighty Iron and me sound like we're going to do a collab, so there you go, we'll find a way of doing that. So in the future, but thank you very much, and I will sign off. That's coming up for the hour anyway, so and I will see you in the next one. There you go. So